Howdy everyone. All right, I'm going to take a minute here just to demonstrate how I do my wire bundles for the different components that make up my avionics package. It's nothing fancy. I use some wax cord. Now I didn't buy wax cord from like Aircraft Spruce or any kind of aircraft specific company because it's stupid expensive. This roll I got from Amazon. It's a very, very thin. You probably can't see that because of my dark shirt. It's a very thin wax cord. I don't know the exact specs, but it's very thin and it is flat. It's not the round cord. It's still flat, even though it's awfully thin. And I don't know how long this roll is. It's probably, I don't know, thousands of feet. Oh, it says right here on the inside. No, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. It's 300 meters in length. It doesn't say what the diameter of it is, but it's 300 meters off Amazon, flat, thin wax cord, very inexpensive. So all I do is, depending on how big around that the wire bundle is going to be, depending on the diameter, that kind of dictates how much cord I use within reason. But in general, I'll cut off about 10 inches. So I'll basically cut off, I don't know, 10 or so inches. And the way that I do it is simply this. I will stick the cord underneath the wire bundle. Let me make sure I stay in frame here. I stick the cord under the wire bundle, and then I'll come around one time over the top, reach underneath and grab it, come around one more time over the top, reach underneath and grab it, and then I'll take that end that I had just used and I'll come back and I'll go underneath both loops that I just made, grab the end, and I'll pull it, but I don't tighten it quite yet. At this point, you want the ends of each to be about even. That just makes it easier to tie it. At this point, I just use my hand as a gauge. So you can see I've got another tie finished here. I'll basically put my pinky finger near the finished run or the finished bundle, the finished wax cord wrap, and I'll just do basically 4 finger wide, maybe a little bit extra, to position the new tie that I'm working on now. It's not an exact science, it's just basically 4 plus fingers, and then I'll pull it nice and tight, and then I just do a square knot. I'll come over the top and tie the knot, and then I'll come underneath and finish off the square. Pull it nice and tight. Cut off the loose ends a little bit on the short side. It depends again on what I'm going to do with the wire bundle. Don't know if that will show. I don't know if it's easier with my hand underneath. And then I use a lighter and I'll just momentarily melt those ends so that they won't fray. And melting the ends also shrinks those cutoffs. So if you cut them too long, you can basically light them on fire and let them burn, and they'll burn down like a wick. When they get short enough that you're happy with, you blow it out. But that just melts the ends to keep it from fraying. Like I said, I like to keep my loose ends kind of tight. It depends on the bundle. If I know I'm going to have to feed this wire bundle through grommets or through the plastic bushings, then I like to keep these nice and tight, because trying to pull this through a relatively tight fitting bushing or rubber grommet, if these ends are long, they tend to hang up and it makes it difficult to pull the wire bundle through. So I like to keep them relatively short. And of course now all my stuff's coming apart. So I'll do that again. Let me adjust the camera, so I'm going to be working in this area here. So again, I'll just grab my wax cord. I'll pull off about 10 or so inches. Cut it. So I'll come basically, like I said, 4 fingers or so, go underneath the bundle, over the top, pull it under, over the top, pull it under, and then I take that end that I was just making the loops with, and I'll come underneath, both loops that I just made. Come on, get in there. Just like that. Pull it, but don't tighten it. Make sure my 4-finger gap is decent. Make sure the ends are roughly even. And now I'll pull it tight. I also like to grab the wire back. I'll come back from where I've already tied it off a ways, and then I'll just kind of pull the wires to straighten them out. Check the spacing. Pull it nice and tight. Square knot. Cut off the loose ends relatively tight, relatively short, I guess I should say. Shrink them down, melt them. That's it. Move on to the next one. Now, I don't have the camera on a tripod. I just have it sitting here basically on a cardboard box. And I can't really tell how this is going to look real time. So of course I'll review this. If it's crap, I'll re-record it. But if it looks decent, because I can't really tell if my hands are covering up what I'm trying to explain. But if it's a decent video, I'll post it. If not, I'll remake it. So that's it. That's how I do my wire bundles. All right. So this is this particular bundle is a LEMO. A 6-pin LEMO connector for my headsets. So I'm just wiring them from scratch. Again, the LEMO connector itself was purchased from Amazon, and this is aircraft wire, the TefZell or whatever it's called, the aircraft wire. And I just make them myself. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm going to do the pilot. This is the co-pilot side bundle. I'll finish this one off, and then I'll do the pilot bundle, of course, and then I'll try to get them installed. And when I get to that point, I'll do some more recording. All right, thanks for stopping in. Talk to you guys later.